Do you watch movies? Some of the things we see in movies, well, sadly, we have allowed them to become realities in our lives, especially when it comes to relationships and the standards we set for love and romantic relationships. Wow, relationships in reality are far-fetched from what you see in movies. They are totally different. So in this video, I will be sharing with you relationship and love lies that movies and the media is putting out to you, that is actually not what relationships are in reality. At some point, we start setting standards for our relationships like what we see in movies, thinking that what we see in movies is exactly the same thing that will play out for us in reality. That is not it. Movies are make believe, everything is scripted, and the people you see in there are acting, doing, and saying just exactly what they have been asked to say. Even in their own real life relationships, it's never like they play it out in the movies. Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Senorita, and if this is your very first time stopping by, you are welcome to joining our community of relationship and lovers. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so very much for always watching, sharing, and commenting on our videos. And without wasting any more of your time, let us dive straight into these relationship lies that are getting you messed. Movies make us believe that those in relationships have it all. That is the first relationship lie that movies are putting out to you, that those in relationships have it all. They have no problems, they have all of their needs catered for, they are always happy, they are always smiling, their relationship is perfect, they have perfect lives and all of that. And when you see all of these things in movies, you're hoping that when you get into a relationship in reality, you expect that, well, somehow all of your problems just disappear because you got into a relationship, or probably you're getting into a relationship with a superman who would take care of all your worries, who would take care of all of your problems, who would attend to all of your needs and just make sure you're always okay, you're always happy, and that would just be it for you in that relationship. Sadly, that is not what happens in reality. Relationships in reality is a lot of work. You don't always have it all just because you're in a relationship. Everyone has their problems, and these problems do not automatically go away because you got into a relationship. People in relationships do not have it all. It is a lie. Another lie movies keep putting out to you is the fact that when you start out by hating someone, you eventually fall in love with that person and end up with that person. We've watched a lot of movies where we see these things happen, where this guy and this girl, they're always at loggerheads, fighting, quarreling, and we see that in the course of the movie, as the story progresses, they end up falling in love and living happily ever after. It doesn't happen like that in reality. That is not what happens. You don't always get to fall in love. In fact, it's usually very rare for you to get to fall in love with someone who has always bullied you, with someone who has always maltreated you. It's really difficult for such things to happen in reality. You don't get to fall in love with that person that manipulates you, that beats you, you're always quarreling with, and things like that. No, that bullies you. It doesn't happen like that in reality. Another thing movies keep putting out to us, and you're actually buying into it, thinking is the truth, is the fact that a good girl is always able to change a bad guy. That is so wrong. I cannot overemphasize on that enough. It doesn't happen like that in reality. Never get into a relationship with someone hoping that you would get to change them once you are in that relationship with him. It doesn't happen. Those things happen mostly in movies. You can only influence someone to change, but you cannot totally change anyone. It is God, the Holy Spirit, that causes change in people. And people only change because they actually want to change. Yes, not because a good woman walked into their life and they are scared of losing her. And I have seen situations where men have gotten good women, they have treated them so bad that in the end, these women had to go run away from them and things like that. A bad guy is not always changed by a good girl in reality. That is a lie. Movies are telling you it doesn't work. And another lie movies put out to you is the fact that you would be comfortable with the idea of your very best friend dating your ex. You would not be comfortable with that idea. You would not be comfortable with that setting in reality. No matter how much you love your best friend, it just feels awkward when in the reality your best friend is dating your ex. It doesn't feel well. Yes, it doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sit well with everyone out there. It's awkward. You will not be okay with the fact that your best friend, with whom you share everything, with whom you virtually share every secret, is dating someone you have dated before, your ex, and the relationship didn't work out, and now your best friend. I know we see that a lot in movies where a best friend falls in love with the best friend's ex and they live happily ever after. In reality, that is not the case. So avoid getting entangled with your best friend's ex. Yes, it doesn't always work out in reality as you see them in movies. Another lie movies are putting out to you is the fact that you have to fight for a guy on the street in the case that you find him cheating on you with another girl, or you find him holding hands on the street with another girl, automatically means that he's probably cheating on you with that girl. Well, in reality, it's not like that. It's normal for your boyfriend to hold someone's hands on the street and just walk around casually, have a discussion. It might be the friend, it might be the sister, the cousin, or just whoever. You don't just stumble on the street. You don't just stumble into your boyfriend on the street holding hands with someone and you immediately get into a fist fight with them and accusing them of cheating with someone on you, with someone else, and stuff like that. It doesn't happen like that in reality. If you do that, you would never be able to keep a man. Those are just things that happen in movies that should be left in movies. The appropriate thing to do is when you see your partner walking on the street with someone holding hands also, greet well, let's have your partner introduce you to whomever he's working with, and while you exchange pleasantries and maybe you continue on your way or join them, go to wherever they're going to and stuff like that. It's not always about cheating because you find your partner on the street working with someone. It's not cheating. And another lie is the fact that movies have persistently put it out to us that it is impossible for a guy and a girl to be best friends without falling in love in the end. I know we've seen movies where a guy and a girl are besties and in the end they fall in love, get married, and stuff like that. That is not always the case in reality. It is very okay for a guy and a girl to be best of friends, to be buddies, to be paddies, and they just stay so. Sex does not have to be involved. Romantic feelings do not have to be involved. I have actually come across people of the opposite sex that have been best friends. They are best friends. Nothing romantic is going on between them, and they are just friends. They have their individual partners that they both love, but their friendship is still there. So it is okay for a guy and a girl to be very good friends and not fall in love in the end. And movies also make you believe that it is okay for you to cheat on your partner, provided you are cheating on your partner with someone you truly love. Cheating is wrong no matter the circumstance under which you are cheating. If you're cheating with someone you don't love, if you're cheating on someone you don't love with someone you love, it is still wrong. Cheating is cheating and should not be encouraged. It is not okay for you to cheat on Peter with Paul just because Paul is truly the one you love and Peter isn't. It is wrong. It is always good that in reality, before you move on to another relationship, you have closed the door of the previous relationship behind you before you move on to another. It is very unfair to be in a relationship with another and you are sleeping and you are cheating on him with someone else. It hurts. No one wants to get cheated on, so you should not do it. Do not cheat on someone just because you do not love them and you're in love with another and you think cheating on your partner with the one you love is okay. It's not okay. Like I said, cheating is cheating and that should not be done in reality. Do not play with people's feelings. Do not play with people's affections. It is very wrong. Close the door before you open another. And movies equally make us believe that it is so okay to interrupt someone's wedding just because you want to profess your love and affection to one of the either the bride or the groom getting married. Do not do that in reality. Do not try that in reality. It is wrong. If you have anything against two people getting married, it is always good that you meet them, talk it out before they get to the altar. Do not wait for that point when they are at the altar, feelings are all high, they are ready to make a decision of a lifetime, then you just burst out there. I came to tell you I'm so much in love with you. If you don't marry me, I'll fall sick. And don't do that. It is wrong. Let it stay in movies. As you see them in movies, let them be there. In reality, you don't do that. If you try it, you get arrested for busting someone's wedding and scattering their preparations and things like that. So do not attempt to stop anyone's wedding at the altar just because you want to tell the bride or the groom that I love you so much. You're the man of my dreams. I'm sorry for everything I did in the past. I regret my actions. All I want is for you to come back to me and I will love you wholeheartedly. It doesn't happen in reality like that. Do not try it. And movies equally make us believe that you would always end up with your first love. That is so far from the truth. Hello. People fall in love in secondary schools. People start dating at their teenage ages and things like that. 90% of people never end up with their first love. Yes, 90% of people never end up with the first person they really ever truly love. Things happen in life. Life happens. People grow apart. Relationships fall apart. Things go wrong. Those things you see in movies do not always play out like that in reality. That I know in movies we see a story where two people fall in love, they go through hurdles in life, they get separated by events and eventualities of life, and 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, they click back together, fall in love again, and they end up together, and first love here and there. No, you will not end up with your first love 90% of the time. It just doesn't happen like that in life. Life happens, people change, reality sets in, things just don't go as planned. And movies equally make us feel that it is okay for us to just work out on relationships when there is a little problem, when there is a little misunderstanding. It's just okay to work out. It doesn't happen like that in reality, my dear sister. You got to fight. Relationships is about commitment. Relationships are about sticking it out, disagreeing to agree, breaking up and making up and things like that. It's not a one-way street where everything is just so smooth. Relationships come with challenges. You have to be able, you have to be patient, you have to be dedicated, committed to your partner to be able to make it work out just as you want it to work. Relationships is a whole lot of work. You have to put in the effort to get out what you actually want from that relationships. And on the other hand, movies have made us believe that it is okay to stay in relationships that are abusive for one reason or another, because you're probably trying to protect your children, you're trying to protect your family interest, you're trying to protect your family name and things like that. In reality, it doesn't really play out like that. That is a lie. You don't have to stay in a relationship where you're abused physically, you're abused verbally, you're abused morally, or any other form of abuse is being meted out to you. In reality, if it is not working, you are free to work out. You are free to break up from that relationship, because no matter how we want to put it, no matter how beautiful we want to paint it, peace of mind should be everyone's priority. You should choose your peace of mind, you should choose life, you should choose your safety over any relationship. So any relationship that threatens your peace in any way is not worth keeping, is not worth having. Any relationship that makes you feel less of yourself, that demoralizes you every now and then, is not worth being in. So you should work out from such relationships. Do not stay there because you see people endure abuses in movies and things like that. No, you can always leave. Prioritize your peace of mind always. Another lie I have continuously seen movies put out to us, and some of us are actually buying into it, is the fact that it is okay to shut up someone with a kiss when the person is angry. Like you're in a heated argument with your partner, your boyfriend, your fiance, and they are struggling to express themselves. Like we see in movies, the guy just works up or the girl just walks up and shuts up this girl with a kiss, and well, we just hear that romantic movie music in the background, and you're like, wow, this is romantic. In reality, it's not like that. When people are angry, they're trying to sort out some relationship issues that are not going on well, they are actually really trying to get you to understand them, and at that point they are not in the mood for anything romantic, intimate, the kissing and cuddling and all of that. No, let's just get whatever is burning in our chest out, then we would get to settle every other thing later, probably with a kiss or so. But you see, in the heat of the moment where we are trying to get things sorted out, when things are not going out on so well, shutting up your partner with a kiss will not work. What did I say? I said it will not work. So don't try it. You might end up irritating him more, or getting him angrier. So just keep away from it. Another lie, relationship lie, that movies have constantly put out to you is the fact that everyone you love would eventually love you back. No. In life, you do not always get what you want. And it is the same with relationships. It is not everyone you feel affection for, it's not everyone you fall in love with that will reciprocate that love. It is a no. Don't think you would fall in love with people. In reality, you would crush on people, you'll be attracted to people, and some of them will not even have your time. And it is okay, it is fine. It's not like anything is wrong with you. You're not up to it, you're not equal to, you're not worthy. No, you are worthy of love, you're worthy of affection and anything you can get. But just have it in mind that not everyone you fall in love with in this life would love you back, as the movies put it out there. Another lie is the fact that when you truly love someone, they will always find their way back to you. It doesn't happen like that in reality. People move on, people meet new people, they fall in love with others, they get married, they have children, they build a family, they raise children together, they eventually die and are buried. That you love someone today and something happens, the person probably doesn't love you back, something happened, you separate with that person, doesn't mean you should spend your whole life waiting for that person's return. Most of it doesn't happen. 99% of the time it does not happen like that. People move on, meet new people, get married, and they live happily ever after. So you too should move on rather than put your life on pause waiting for someone to come back to you. Another lie movies put out to us is the fact that a poor girl will always end up getting married to this rich man that would take care of her, change her story, elevate her social status, make her wealthy, and all the likes movies put out to us. Dear sister, this is reality. You got to be able to work hard to make your own money, to give yourself a comfortable life you want, to provide for your family, to assist your family to the best of your ability. Stop waiting for a Prince Charming to come out from somewhere. These days, no man wants to date a woman that is a liability. No man wants to be with a woman that cannot contribute anything to him financially or equally make him a better man. Men are dating their standards these days. The rich go for the rich, while the poor, they stick with the poor. So you have to be able as a woman to work hard for your own money. No rich man is coming from anywhere to save you. And another lies movies put out to us is the fact that a man would love you with all of your flaws and not complain. It is impossible for that to happen in reality, that a man will accept you with every baggage you bring. If you're a woman who steals, he will just love you with your stealing attitude and he will not complain. If you are dirty, you're untidy, you cannot cook and things like that, no, he will complain. So you should be a woman who has her acts together. Yes, who knows what she wants. You should be that woman. Do not be the one where you carry baggage, you walk around with baggage and you're not willing to improve in any way. It doesn't work like that. Those are lies movies sell to you. In life, you have to be able to improve on yourself, develop yourself, add value to yourself, drop down your bad attitudes. Movies have equally made us believe that it is okay to stalk, manipulate, and control people, control someone just because you are in love with them. It is not. In reality, it doesn't work that way. That you love someone doesn't mean you should stalk them. You should follow them everywhere they go to. You should stalk them. You should always be in their face. You should manipulate them. You control them once you have their attention. Such attitudes should be looked into. Anyone who is manipulative, anyone who is controlling, anyone who always wants to know your every whereabout has tendencies of being abusive in the future. Why would they want to control you? Why would they be manipulating you? Why would they always be stalking you? It simply means that this person is insecure and they are trying to project their insecurity on you. So this is not something you should accept in reality. A man should not always stalk you, manipulate, control you, and all of this is just because he loves you, and that is his way of showing his love. No, it is wrong. Do not accept it. That should only happen in movies and not in reality. These are early signs of an abusive person: manipulative, controlling, and stalking. And the last and very important lie I want you to cancel out of your head as of now is this lie that movies have continuously put out to you, that it is okay to give up incredible life-changing opportunities because of love. We have watched movies where this guy has an incredible opportunity that could change his life and that of his family, or the lady has a very wonderful opportunity that would change her life, that of her family, and her story that would take her a step ahead in her career or whatever she wants, and she ends up giving up everything, disappointing her parents, her entire family, just to please and be with the man that she loves. In reality, it is not always like that. Yes, I'm sounding this as a warning to you watching this video. You don't have to give up evergreen opportunities in reality just because you are in love with someone. Love is seeking for the next person's best interest. If traveling abroad would help me become a better person, would help me help my family the more, you as my partner should be able to support me achieve that dream. If getting a job in a big company or moving to another city would help me advance in my career, advance in achieving my purpose in life, then you as my partner should understand this and help me get there, rather than wanting me to drop everything that I could become just so I can be with you. I am not saying that we should not make sacrifices for those we love, or we should not make compromises for those we love. I am not saying so, no. For a relationship to work, we must make compromises, we must make sacrifices, but you have to be very careful the kind of sacrifices you make for anyone. People change. This is one thing I have told myself repeatedly, and I always tell those around me. People change. The person you see today, the person you know today, the person you are with today that is so much in love with you today can become a totally different person tomorrow, can become a stranger tomorrow who no longer cares as much as he used to. So be very careful when you choose to give up life-changing opportunities because you are in love with someone and you want to stick with them. Love is not self-seeking. Love looks out for the next person to ensure that they are okay, to ensure that they are fine. So we have come to the end of this video, and these are some of the things I found in movies that I think are messing up with our brain, are messing up with our perception of what a relationship should be in reality. Most of us think it should be like we see in the movies. Well, you can make your relationship like what you see in the movies, but you have to work hard to get it to that point, to get to the point where you always have the grand gestures of love. You can afford to go anywhere you want to go to and stuff like that. You can make your relationship like in the movies, but you first of all have to start by putting in the work, making the necessary sacrifices. And thank you so very much for watching this video up until this end. Please kindly subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell so that whenever we upload videos like these, of course many more interesting videos have been uploaded already and a lot more is on its way. So you can click here and here to watch more of our YouTube videos, and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking for a perfect gift or a perfect activity that you and your partner can carry out this festive season, we have made videos for the same purpose. You can go there, watch, decide on the gift you will get for your better half or your significant other, or the kind of activities you would want to engage in this festive season. Just be in love, stay in love, enjoy, have fun, and please share this video to your friends. Invite them to join our online community, and please kindly leave for us your thoughts in the comment section. And if you have any challenges whatsoever in your relationship or any questions that you would want us to answer, we are always here for you. And just to let you know that we are building this community together. Become a part of us, let us grow. And until you see this face again, take care of yourself and stay in love.